All right, guys, welcome back to the show. And like we teased about the first topic of the show, it is about, our guest is Anthony Abakporo.
Yes,
Okay,
Abakporo.
and where are you from?
I'm from Imo State.
Oh, okay. Sounds like
Delta.
Delta,
Yeah.
and all of that. Of course, he's a founder and convener and street preacher. And of course, his foundation is called United Breeds. That's what the foundation is all about. And we're committed to empowering, rebuilding, reforming, establishing our young people using harm reduction initiatives to positively impact our society now and the future. Welcome to the show.
Thank you so much.
I especially love the topic, just really talking about how young people can really stay away from drugs, illicit drugs, because that's something that is really, really rampant. And not just drugs, they mix it. They mix it. They mix these drugs nowadays.
Yeah.
I don't want to mention names on here, so it's as if I know what the names but I mean.
I mean, you could be knowledgeable about
I can be knowledgeable.
all those things.
Colorado.
Yeah.
all those
See, they
kind of
Colorado.
Spiffy.
Thank you.
Everything, you know?
But let's even understand the harm reduction, the idea behind a harm reduction organization.
The idea behind it is to have a different approach in trying to help people who are under this influence. You know, this is an approach that does not criticize you, that does not condemn you, that does not see you as someone who has committed a crime, but we see it as someone who has a situation, who has, like, we can call it a disease or something, and it's curable. It's curable, and that's what the harm reduction is all about.
So
and harm reduction is also broad. You can also look at it in the area of, for instance, if someone doesn't have a job and is hungry, is going to come attack you tomorrow, and we empower that person and the person is now working, we've reduced the harm. You understand? So it's broad.
Okay. What are some of the ways, I like that's a different concept to totally just maybe condemning and just outrightly say, no, you shouldn't do drugs. What are the approaches? Because a lot of young people use that to stimulate their mind, use it to say they want to, especially the Generation Z, they seem to have this weird mental, they always seem to have this mental stress. I can't understand because I mean, we are millennials. So we do not understand. We suffered when we were growing up. We suffered small. So our mindset is totally different. So what are the best ways or approaches to help, especially young people who find themselves in this drug? It's a drug culture problem.
Like I say, the best approach is you have to see them as people who don't know what they are doing. So you can't be harsh.
You see a grown-up as a toddler.
Yes, thank you very much. We can't be harsh at someone who does not know what he's doing. Okay, let me put it this way, maybe to help us. You know, the most influential thing on earth is human beings. They are the most influential things. That things that can influence anything. You can imagine when a substance is influencing you negatively. Can't you see that there's something wrong? That substance is not a regular substance. Permit me, if you would want me to say this, I mean, it's just like God telling Adam and Eve, don't eat this, don't eat this. He knows what that can, the harm that can do to you. So we understand the influence behind these things. We at United Breeds Foundation, it's not just a regular, we want to come and we understand what it is, we've studied a lot about it. So, and for those who allow us, who think they need help, we can do it, even though we have several challenges that are, so.
Yeah, because, you know, I was going to come to that, because you mentioned that it's a different way of doing things. I mean, there are lots of organizations that are helping drug addicts and helping them actually come out of it. There's also the part where they have the withdrawal symptoms, where you know, they are looking for it. I mean, and it takes a lot, to be honest. You can't successfully get someone off drugs except you are cutting them out of that environment and putting them somewhere else for a long period of time.
Thank you very much. Thank you. You got it. You got it.
You got it. It's a lot of work.
You got it.
And you saying you're coming from the angle of a toddler thing, and there are 1,001 of them out there. How are you able to take them out of that space where they don't fall back? Or, you know, based on,
that's actually our challenge. That's actually our challenge. Those were the things we wanted to put in place before we started. But I think the Nigerian police was first to say, guys, start. We said, okay, no, we need to get at least a CAC document. They said, please start, copy us. You're already doing the job. You already, because they see us on the streets, we're mostly on the streets, and so, and we don't have a facility where we can keep you, where your parents can come and sign and say, okay, you are going to abide by the rules while you are here. You are not going out. You're going to be here for like 6 months or so. So we don't have that for now. And that's one challenge that we have been trying to talk to people to help us with.
So how best can you help these people? Because at the end of the day, like she mentioned,
they always fall back.
They fall back.
Because when they come to you, and that's why what we now did was we meet every day. Every day, except Wednesdays. We meet every day. And why do we do that? Because this is a mental transformation process. Sure. So it needs to be an everyday thing. So we can't say because we don't have a facility where we'll keep them and also and we just fold our hands. And I think the police actually, like I said, the police actually inspired us and asked us to
I just think that this is just me putting out there. I feel like a lot of organizations that actually deal with this should come together. Yeah. I know it's good to want to own your organization, your own foundation and all of that. But have that mentality that let's all come together and do this. Because then the resources will be enough for you to put a shelter together. Everyone is always thinking as an entrepreneur, I want to be the one to own mine. I want to be the one to own mine. You could as well say, okay, let's collaborate with this organization and these various organizations and let's do this together, because the truth is it's just a circle that we're just going back and forth and they still keep falling back. So the same person that they have worked on is back on the streets. You will pick them again to work on. They go back on the street. So it's a waste of energy and effort and resources, to be honest.
Okay, let's ask what birthed this vision, because I know it takes someone who maybe has a personal experience or maybe based on the things you've seen.
I've used drug in the past, but that wasn't what led to it. It's a young man, a preacher, an evangelist. Let me use the word by the name Michael Onuwaje Tesiro. He came to me and said, I heard Reverend Yomi Kasali telling you to go to the street and save people. And I heard that you speak well, you know how to talk to people and they follow you. So I need to take you somewhere to go and see where beautiful girls and boys are drinking from morning till night. I said, okay, are you serious? He said, yeah. So I've been preaching since 2011. 2010 was when I can effortlessly just do it. So it took me there. When I got there and saw it for the first time, I was
drawn to it, and from there
I was over. In fact, I didn't know what to say. I could not talk. That was the first time I got, should I say, I could not talk, because I saw beautiful girls, lovely guys, you know. So, but at the end of the day, I did it, and that was how it started. Okay. And the police, how did they know? How did they used to come there to pick people, and they'd be like, what are these guys doing? Because we had to put a canopy there. We had to put a canopy. They said, okay, Pastor Tony, we like you. We like you. We don't want to go to church. Come and put a canopy here. Come and be preaching to us here. So, I mean, by then I was down. You know, I had issues with my business. The place caught fire and all that, and there was no funds. I went to my wife. I said, honey, these guys need a canopy and this little money that we have. She said, go and do it. Go and do it for them. It's better that people are okay then. So I did. We did it, and that was how we started. And from there, we got where we are now. Someone gave us a space in a compound where we are now. We are no longer under that canopy on the street.
All right, so it's been like it's been a journey literally, but I know there's an event coming up to work against hard drugs. Just tell us briefly about that. Yes,
work against hard drugs and harmful vices is bettered when we saw that even graduates are going to buy drugs from people like Abuki. We have videos, we have evidence of all these things, and then we were asking the guys, I mean, if at all you want to buy substance, why not go to a pharmacy or look for however you are buying from an Aboki that does not even know what he's selling. So the thing is so rampant. So we thought, okay, this fight has been that of the law enforcement agencies over the years. So now, parents, you can't keep crying to us to come and help your children. Come out and carry placards and say things like, stop selling this stuff to our underage children. Stop selling this thing to, you know, we know you are illegal. Don't do this. Don't do that. Because these guys are having fun. These guys are selling and going to the bank and all that. And your children are suffering from it. So come out and at least let them have a hit of the people, not only the law enforcement agencies.
All right. Right. So that event is coming up October 1st.
October
right?
1st, yes.
Okay, it's just going to be a walk. And,
Yes. And
just to create
the local
awareness.
government, the local government chairman,
Inamuwa Odofin.
Valentine
Bridget.
has also
Why
told.
are you trying to excuse me?
No, you'll be there now.
Did you say that?
Actually, yeah.
Our people.
Wow,
Yeah.
wow! You have to be there, my sister. You have to.
That's my hood.
Wow, wow, wow. 9 a.m. Please, you have to be there. He had to. The chairman heard of it, and immediately he sent for us. And then said he want to be part of it. And there's something the chairman did I love so much. I don't really like political way things are in our country, but there's something he did I love so much. There's a market called 23 Road Market. They sell all sorts of drugs there. I go there to preach. All sorts of. They caught someone that stole a car at Bini, brought the car there. So that place is so dangerous. Now, the issue is that I was crying that a lot of people I know lost their things. But the thing is that you people never wrote petition when you saw evil around you. That's why I say, if we don't do something about this drug, it's going to hit us. Yeah. So they kept quiet. So when government came, the local government chairman came, he brought down the place because of those bad boys. So you lost your place because you couldn't write petition.
Against the ones that were doing drugs.
You know, so that's why we need to all come out on October 1st and do something about it. You don't know. Okay, your son doesn't take drug, right? Okay, his friend is drinking mineral, and he says, "Guy, make I share with you now," and he takes it for the first day.
Time, yeah.
And from that first time, they won't tell him. They won't tell him. You know, friends, boys, they can be mischievous and they give you. And before you know, your son is addicted. So this thing is a pandemic. The earlier we stand up, the better for us.
Thank you so much. Because of time, we need to take our next
Yes,
step.
we
It's
do.
been a really nice
great one.
conversation.
Thank you so
So be
much.
there. Of course, on October 1st in Amuwa Odofin, it's going to be a great one. And thank you so much for coming. You're a humanitarian enthusiast, and your work with young people are just trying to make sure these vices are frowned against and make the society a better place. So we're taking our next break, and of course, we'll be talking about the entertainment industry and the need for legal framework. So
Yes,
you don't want to miss that one.
No,
Right
very
back.
important.